What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony. Today's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Q&A day and or Magic Watch Ball day. For the Magic Watch Ball, she answers your questions. She can be rude, she can be a bitch, she can be a pain in the ass, she can be a smart ass, she can be nice, she can be sweet, all that good stuff and more. If you want to have a question featured on the Magic Watch Ball, all you got to do is ask a question, and then we'll feature it. Okay. So the thing about any new subscribers that don't know what the Magic Watch Ball is, it's just a humorous way to have fun in the watch industry. Everybody else is too uptight. A lot of people are anyway. They all say, "I don't have a crystal ball," and then they make all these predictions that are wrong. And well, whatever. Anyway, but if you want to have some fun and you can do the watch ball. She's accurate. She's 79% accurate 60% of the time. You ask her a question, she gives an answer, whatever type of answer, then I give my 2 cents worth. Then sometimes the questions are just for me, and that's it, no one else. So if you want to do that, just leave a comment and I'll answer it. Another thing is, for all those of you who watched my last video where I kind of ranted on that above first class Rolex channel who used my name, likeness, and everything else for their channel, and I wrote them a fairly strongly worded comment. So they took the video down, or they deleted it, so someone told me. But and then I got a couple of comments were like, "Dude, it's like free publicity. What are you bitching about?" I don't care about the publicity. That's not what my channel's about. You want to use my B-roll, fine. I don't care. You go ahead and use it, man. Do whatever you want. But when you put my name tagged and then associate it with a flipper, that's what pisses me off. And it's like, don't do that, because that's not what I am. I don't care if I would have gotten more subscribers, or I may have lost. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, that's not why I do this, man. I mean, it's nice to have subscribers. I love it when you guys interact and like and subscribe. It keeps me motivated. If you stop doing that, then I'll shut the channel down. It's not, I love doing it though, man. And it was that guy that did that whole thing on the Mont Blanc swatch before it came out, and he had all these renders, and he was like, "This is inside information that I got because I have connections," and he puts up these, the Bath Escape Blanc Pawn. And he made it sound in the first video that these were sent to him. These are legit pictures. And then in the next video, when he got it all wrong, and did this whole apology video, he was like, "Well, I did the renders because I thought this is what that was with the Magic Watch Ball, not crystal ball." Anyway, man, that's a long intro. Let's roll the intro and we'll get into the questions. Okay, so, and then one other thing. I am heading out to Nashville next month, October, to do some recording and work with a very well-known producer and someone who's in a very well-known band. We're going to have fun. We'll have some content, watch content. He's going to be on my show. So just look out for that in the next month or so, well, more than a little over a month away from now. So that should be fun. I'm excited. As long as my back holds up, I'm freaking so nervous about that, because I'm not getting my surgery till after I come back. So just hopefully it stays, but flight booked, hotel booked, and everything else like that. So this first question comes from Isaac Salinas 99. "I just got the Sprite GMT from my AD on Jubilee. I love this watch. Do you think the Jubilee band will wear badly over time?" Dude, first and foremost, congratulations. That's awesome. I have myself purchased a GMT Sprite on a Jubilee, but I didn't buy it for myself. So congratulations. Wear it in good health. Okay, Jubilee, man, yeah, they're known for stretching, right? So you just have to be careful. If you wear it too loose and floppy and whatever, it's going to put more wear and tear on the bracelet. Just look after it. Make sure the watch is sort of fits snug on your wrist, and avoid things like shaking it around or holding it up like this. I want to see if it's got any flex in it. You're just putting more wear and tear on it, so you just have to be a little careful with them. But other than that, man, just no, you should be fine. You know what I mean? It's like, it's gonna wear over time, but just you just, depending on how you look after it, and is gonna be how it wears. or wears down or whatever. Thanks for your question, dude. I liked that question. OS, BMX, and hot rods. All right, OS, BMX, and hot rods. BMX, I used to race BMX when I was younger, as well as skate and all that stuff. Hey Tony, what is your opinion on RGM watches? If you have one, loving the channel. I do not have one, but I know RGM watches and known about them for a really long time. They're Pennsylvania. What's his name? Ronald. Oh fuck. I don't know. I think Ronald something. Ronald. Anyway, he RGM started in 1992. He used to work for Hamilton Watch Company. Went to school at in Switzerland, Wolstadt, and the dude's insane, man. He's so good. It almost reminds me of like Breguet in a different way, if that makes sense. Everything's in-house. Everything. Dude makes tourbillons. The cases are in-house. Everything is in-house. I think they deserve more recognition. Also, if you've ever seen their shop, it's pretty cool as well. Pennsylvania, did I say that? There's a couple of watches I like that I wrote down. The Pennsylvania Tourbillon, which I think is just absolutely hot horology, sick watch. Love that watch. I don't know what the prices are on them though. I didn't check the prices. And then there's the 801 as well, which is also a really nice watch. I believe that's a manual wind. I'm not 100% sure. And I just love the aesthetics of it, and everything about those watches are beautiful. So yes, I do know about RGM. I just don't own one. Would I buy one? I don't know. I would. I mean, if like money was no object and I just didn't care, you know what I mean? Which I kind of like now, except the money is an object. Yeah, I'd buy one just to have one. But the thing is there's so many other watches I'd buy for that kind of money. I know they're expensive, and there's no real resale value to them. You know what I mean? You probably could sell it if you wanted to, but you take a huge loss on it. Thanks for your question, dude. Hey Tony, question for your next Q&A. This comes from Morgan Weibel, or Weibel, Weibel. Hey Tony, question for your next Q&A. What are some pet peeves you have with the watch community or behaviors that you believe need to be called out? Dude, I could do a whole entire video on that. I did have that drink and a rant for those that are old school and remember that, you know what I mean? I would call out YouTubers that were either inaccurate, giving misinformation, but it was just really negative. I got a lot of shit comments from people, and it's just like, dude, all I'm doing is calling it like I see it. You're saying this and that's not the case. This is what it is. You know what I mean? Or like, there's a lot. There's the arrogance. I can't stand arrogant people that just sit there like they are the fucking sitting on their throne. You know what I mean? Like, you have to listen to every word they say because everyone else is full of shit except for them, or they come up with a catchphrase like, I don't even know. There's a lot of them. It's, and a lot of the YouTubers that sell watches on top of it, you know what I mean? That review watches. You can either review watches or you can sell watches, man. But the two don't really go together. You know what I mean? They do if you talking about a watch. This is the best watch. It has this, this, and this, and this, and it fucking does everything except wipe your ass. By the way, I have it in stock in my shop, and you'll get a 10% discount or whatever. That kind of stuff, man. It just, I don't know. A lot of the watch guys irritate me. The arrogance is a big one. Or people that do, live streams and they literally have about 10 minutes of content, but their live stream's over an hour long, and they just sit there and it's like, today we're going to talk about Zenith. Oh, hi, John. How are you? Great. Yeah, thanks. Right. Yeah. Talk about Zenith and Bob. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah. How's life with him? Yeah. Okay. Zenith. Yeah. Oh, hey, Charlie. Yeah. Hey, how are you? Yeah, let's do it. And it's just like that shit for fucking hour. You're like sitting there going, what am I watching here? You know what I mean? Or whatever. Sorry, man. This is not a rant video, by the way. But so there. I don't know. And I probably will, once I stop this one. There's probably a million more things I could say, and I just go, ah, shit, never mind. I'm not trying to hate, man. Appreciate. That's why a lot of these channels I don't watch anymore. Chill Guy 849. Hey Tony, great video, enjoying your content. Thanks, man. Wanted to ask, do you like the Oysterflex Daytona, and would you get one if offered from your AD? Are these hard to get? So there's two questions really, right? Would I get an Oysterflex Daytona if offered to me? I might. I don't necessarily know if I would or not. I know that, yeah, I like Daytonas on a bracelet, and I like Rolex in general on a bracelet, not so much a rubber strap or a NATO strap or a leather strap, you know, unless it's the 1908, I'll take that, you know, on a leather strap. But, you know, also I think, like the Sky Dweller, you know, the way the straps have to be cut or fit, I don't know if there's any difficulty in that, like the Patek Philippe Aquanaut has to be cut, you know what I mean? If you cut it too short, you're screwed. If you cut it too big, it's loose. And then what happens if your wrist swells up and shrinks in the winter, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, and it comes down to a money thing also, you know what I mean? I've spent so much money in the last couple of years on watches, so I'm kind of sitting tight a little bit right now. And are these hard to get? Yeah, they are, dude. Daytonas are not easy to get. On you know, if you're talking about retail from the AD, yeah, I mean, it's a impossible watch almost, you know what I mean? It's like, you just have to be a really, 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 really good client in order to get a Daytona, bro. So, Chill Guy 849, man, I appreciate your comment. And yeah, take care. Next one, Gordon Harwell 2472. Hey Gordon, what's up, my brother? Okay, question for Miss Watchball. And you know what? I think let's see, question Q&A. I'm sorry, I'm like looking through some paperwork here. Jesus Christ. All right, so I got one question for the watch ball. Sin makes some great pilot and diver watches. The major drawback is that they don't have an in-house movement, but like many other reputable brands, Hamilton and Tudor, they use movements based on the ETA 7750 and Sellita, which are heavily modified. That's true. However, Tudor are making all in-house now, but they used to use ETA movements, didn't they? Breitling were using the 7750 movements in their top time. Do they still use Sellita movements? I don't know, but which are heavily modified. I'll say yes, they are. The Sin is truly a tool watch that I'm sorry, man. Read your comments before you send them to me. The Sin is truly a tool watch that beats most watches in materials and durability. They beat most watches in dependability and durability. Yeah. It's probably the closest thing to a real James Bond watch today. So why is it a niche brand, and would I buy one? Why is it a niche brand? I don't know. They're not that popular. I mean, people know about them. They're great watches, you know. Again, you're just essentially, and they're polished and they're nice looking. I mean, the one I bought one. Yes, I did buy one. I had a Sin 104 SA that I had for a couple of years, and I loved it. There's only one retailer in the United States where you can buy them, and I had that watch. I loved it. Wore it every single day. It had a gold rotor, and it had the Alcantara sort of grayish strap on it that looked killer. Polished watch, kept great time. I only just recently sold it, and I didn't sell it because I wanted to sell it or I needed to sell it. It just so happens that people know that sometimes I have certain watches. They go, hey man, do you want to sell that watch? And I'm like, oh fuck, it's sitting in my watch box. All right, whatever. You know what I mean? So I just kind of sold it. But yeah, I think they're great watches. I don't know. They're just, you know, they have no real retail outlet in the States. You know what I mean? There's nowhere to buy them, you know, except one place online. So they're just not popular in the United States. But having said that, Gordon Harwell 2472, always appreciate your comments, man. And that's about it for today's version of wow, dude, I didn't even ask the watch ball because you asked me to ask the watch ball. I suck. Let's see, the based on Sellita, truly watchable. Oh, okay, so you did ask me a question at the end. It's mostly a statement. So why is it a niche brand? Why is it a niche brand? They're not popular in the United States. They need more distribution. They don't have it. Most retailers have already too much. Don't have enough real estate in their display cases to display a new brand, and they're not a new brand, but you know what I mean. Would I buy one? The watch ball says no. She would not buy one. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Keep liking, subscribing, and whatever it is you do. And we'll see you on the next one. All right.